Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of FF16. We're going to go chat to Joshua because that's pretty much all the game's going to let me do at the moment, but we might do some side quests today. We might do. I know there's many that you want me to do, and again, we are going to do them all eventually. But we're right at the end of the game now, and I must admit, I am just really excited to, you know, finish the story. But we are probably going to do at least one side quest today. I'm not sure which one we're going to do, because there are quite a lot of them. But we're going to, first of all, go chat to Joshua, although, yeah, Blackthorn's got something new, which is interesting. I'll have a quick chat with him.
With your gear, or...
I'm not sure, Blackthorn.
So
What's...
will it be?
Oh! Wait, what? Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think we were actually gonna get a better sword than the Ragnarok until we got the super sword. But the Defender +1 is slightly better. Okay, that's gonna be weird, going back to the Defend... Wait, did I actually use the Defender? I can't remember. Yeah, I guess we're gonna use one of the Behemoth Shackles that we've got, and a bunch of other materials. Oh, we're going to use most of our Weirite, which is nice for a change. We're actually using materials that we've been picking up. Okay, let's do it. Let's craft a Defender +1.
Say so myself.
And equip it, yes. Can I reinforce that? Oh my god. There we go. Using only 400 of our Sharp Fangs, but at least we're using them. And most of our Clutch Mines. For once, we're actually not that, like... Yeah, the Clutch Mines. We nearly didn't have enough. I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. We nearly didn't have enough materials for something that isn't like a one-off super material. So, yeah, Defender +2, please. Don't mind if I do.
You'll thank me later.
Wow. All right, we're using the Defender chaps, which is a lovely looking sword. I love the blue handle. That's very nice. But sadly, we're saying goodbye to the Ragnarok for a little bit. Well, maybe forever. Did not anticipate that, to be honest. But okay, right. Let's go chat to Joshua. See what's going on. I can't even attempt to recap what we did last time because there was so much. There was so much. Big old crystal in the sky.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us?
Good point.
A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be, but a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it, it won't be easy. It may take generations, centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
I was gonna say, we can fly there, right?
Barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. Are you certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
Yeah, kind
It
of.
is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima.
Oh, oh, oh!
He has much to answer for.
Yes, Dion. Yes, Dion.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
I'll write you an IOU. So we're gonna get a lift off Bahamut, are we? Wonder how this is gonna go.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back.
That's what I worry about.
And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to. Does it, Clive?
And I'm also.
Talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Oh yeah, we gotta go tell Jilly Bean what the plan is. She might not like it. But yeah, I'm worried about Joshua. I mean, we know that Dion's risking a lot here, but oh man, I hope nothing happens to Joshua. But can we just say again how I love, because feels like a rare thing in JRPGs where you're fighting alongside your brother. You know what I mean? Like, obviously there's been siblings in Final Fantasy before. Edgar and Sabin come to mind. I love those two. But yeah, I think Clive and Joshua, it's just great. I love it. I love it.
Take as much time as you need, brother. Something tells me Ultima will wait.
Yeah, that's good, because we will do maybe a little bit of side stuff. Dion, you're an absolute bro.
Say your farewells, and let us be gone.
Yeah. I gotta go speak with Jilly Bean. Still can't do any side quests. The game is really like, you need to do this first. Which is fine. Where is she? Is she in my chamber? She's in my chamber! Or in the... on the balcony. Also, have I bought... Oh, I got... Like, what are my items looking like? Because...
Still alive, are you?
I'm pretty sure we want to make sure we're fully stocked.
Be quick about it.
Yeah, we could do buying a few more potions, maybe. We'll grab those.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Right. Let's go speak with Jilly. And looks like... Oh, we've got some new letters as well. In fact, we'll quickly check those. Just the one. Okay, a new life. From Gav. While the going was slow and not without the occasional run-in with some straggling orc, I saw Edda back safe to the Shadow Coast where Mid was waiting kindly with the Enterprise. On the voyage home, I like to think the poor lass opened up a little, telling us about her life and the life she wants for her baby, but I suppose it's up to us now to make certain the little one gets it. Aw, well that's good, I'm glad. We managed to save someone from Ash. Alright, I have a feeling this might be quite the emotional scene.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
Oh, let's hope so. Let's hope we can do that. I'm just, yeah, really worried and anxious and excited for the,
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Right, yeah, really, just the ending. I need to know what the ending is. But for you guys, I'm gonna do a couple of side quests, because, I feel like I bet even more have just opened up. Because the game's like, you really need to make sure you clear up all your business, although, again, I'm sure we can do this after we beat the game as well. Looks like we've got, another letter just come in, okay, and... Litany of Errors, another quest in the Phoenix Heal Thyself, Tears of Mercy. There's so many side quests. There's just no way I'm doing all these before I go to the ending, guys. I'm too impatient. But we'll see which ones we can do. Let's quickly have a read. Oh, two more side quests. In a mood. Oh, Karen. In case you haven't noticed, the poor hound spends all his time of late on the deck, on the rear deck, whimpering like Gav in his cups. Something ain't right, and my gut tells it's not to do with the supply of antelope bones. Oh no, there's something wrong with Torgo. Again. In search of a lost tome. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask you aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exist ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime. And it was a chance encounter with one such tome, from a distance, that sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming this text. Should you require further incentive, know that I am willing to offer compensation for services rendered. Yeah, okay, so let's just put saving the world on hold. Let's go find a book. Vivian, yeah, okay. We're not going to accept those just yet. We're not doing those quests. I think there was one, and I know people have given me lists of like all the quests that I probably should prioritize. I don't remember. I'm really bad at remembering. But I think there was one in Martha's Rest that might be worth doing. I forget what it's called. Might be something like Rekindle the Flame or something. So we might go see what that one's all about. Unless some other characters have quests for... Oh, look like Goots has got something for us. Again, oh man, there's just too many. There's too many. Not to be outdone. Who's that one? Oh, let's have a quick chat with Gav.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright, Gav. Ask about Origin.
About that.
Is there anything I can do to help you kill this Ultima bloke? You just say the word, eh? You could promise to take Sid's name off my hands.
Aye.
Nah, he's not gonna do that. He's not... Yeah, he's not gonna do that. Now, if you wanted to go out and give me an even grander title, something to rival your Sid the Outlaw, that'd be a different story. Gav, the Cliff Tumbler.
Let
Let's see.
Or Gav the Magnificent, or Gav the Almighty, or Gav the Lionheart, something along those lines. So a modest moniker. I'll leave that to you to decide. I'm sure you're more than capable of choosing the perfect moniker. Me and Clive, same wavelength. Right hand man. I mean, that's pretty good, right? I'd want to be Sid's right hand man.
You off
Love you, Gav.
Oh, that blasted book.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to bother with Molly's quest for now. I did buy a bunch of Orchestrion rolls recently, didn't I? Good bones. Oh, is this another variation on Sid's theme? It's got those drums. Lovely, dark, and deep. We'll have this playing for a little bit. Just for a change.
Kill you. The Crown Prince of Sambrek. Though I suppose he's the Emperor now.
Emperor?
The Emperor. Here in our hideaway.
Don't mind him. I believe you.
I believe you. Oh, it's true. He is, I mean, technically, I guess he is Emperor. Not much of an empire to be Emperor of these days, but... What's going on here? It's more of those,
Look
yeah.
what the Cursebreakers brought back from Dalmekia. Said they were all the rage in Dalamil. Looks sort of funny if you ask me.
I'll be damned.
Have you had one before?
Something smells good. What are we having?
Bombs! And they are good. You should try one.
Eh? A bloody great hole in it. Who ate the rest?
It's supposed to be hollow, silly. Haven't you ever seen Drake's Fang?
Clive's like, it's a long story, Otto, but basically, I helped invent some bread. Well, that was fun. I didn't expect we'd get a freaking cutscene. Yeah, we got to talk to everyone, haven't we, really? Byron, how's it going? I mean, getting this is probably not going to be voiced, sadly, but you're set on this plan of yours, then? I am. Never will want to shy away from a fight. Some might say it runs in the family. Your father would be proud.
Thank you, Uncle.
And I'll be up there with it, yeah. It was really, I mean, it was messed up of Ultima to show us those visions of people from our past, but it was nice to see Sid and our dad again and hear their voices again, because it's been a while.
As for down here...
You may take comfort in the knowledge that the realm will be in my capable hands until your return. Ha 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 ha. Indeed. Yeah, no. Byron.
Yes, there is still much to do.
You're right in my book. You can handle the place while I'm gone. Oh, new song from Spoonie.
Enthroned in sable skies, chaos in wars. From diverse hands a dawn is spun in crimson sin unfurls.
Okay, we done? We're done. Took a very long time to sing very few words there. Still eating that stew, Talbot.
Ivan's newest dish.
Still saying the same shit as well. I love how everyone else in the Hideaway has had many new lines of dialogue throughout the game. He is just so happy with his stew. He doesn't need, you know, words. Who needs them? Right. So, I mean, I do want to go have a quick chat with Mid, maybe. And anyone else who catches my eye. I'm just, again, not going to do all these side quests. We're going to probably...
Lady Karen has seen our shelves haven't gone bare.
Okay, I don't really care. Pridbor, whatever your name is. Yeah, I think Martha's Rest was... In fact, we can quickly check. I'm pretty sure it was Oh, look at that. Oh, that's our destination, guys. We're gonna go there. Eventually. Soon. Soon. Martha's Rest. Martha's Rest. Yeah, Rekindling the Flame. We might do that one. Oh, actually, are there any new hunts? No, there's no new hunts, but we've definitely not done all of the hunts in the game. I think there's quite a few more that we haven't done, so they're probably hidden in side quests, which is another reason why I am going to do all of them. I promise you guys. They're going to happen. But, yeah, I'm just impatient. We'll go see Mid. See what she's up to. Unless she's still a ways on the Where is the Enterprise, anyway? Where's that currently docked?
Miss Shirley says your book's made quite an impression on the children. You've inspired them all to become writers themselves.
Is that so? We'll need to find some more parchment then.
Yay, learning.
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
I think I've heard that before. Yeah. Right. Now there is a quest down here in Mid's dungeon, and there's Mid herself.
All right, Clive.
All right, Clive. Couldn't you've chosen somewhere a bit more down to earth for your chat with Ultima? Yes, I mean it's not exactly the easiest place to get to, is it? But luckily we are friends with a dragon and a phoenix. Then I could come with you. Finally made a name for myself instead of sitting on my ass while his Imperial Fancy Pants gets all the glory.
Make a name for yourself.
Without the Enterprise, we wouldn't have saved Jill. No. Wouldn't have made it to Ash. We wouldn't have escaped from Stone here with our lives. None of this would have been possible had you not followed your dream and kept your promise to Sid. Now I must keep mine.
You better bloody I'd do and all.
Or I'll be having his name back. Give it to Gav, maybe. Or Jill. Aye, definitely Jill. I think actually.
Off, Clive.
I think Jill would be a fantastic Sid. Right. Oh, hi, Owain. Owain! Owain! I've always got to make that joke now.
That crystal certainly don't bode well. But just think of all the secrets it must hold.
Oh, yeah.
Here. If you're planning on going up there, you could bring a bit back for me, could you?
Alright, Owain. I'll do my best. Yeah, okay.
Has
Where is,
Little Doll mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied, but then again, when isn't she?
Good point. You know, I've not been up here in ages. You can quickly look up here. This really is just the video, the calm before the storm, right? This is the point of no return. We're just getting all of our affairs in order before we set off to fight a god, which people joke about that. That happens a lot in JRPGs. You start out, you know, fighting rats in a sewer, and then at the end you're killing God. It's a cliche for a reason, because it is typically what happens.
I will not let them be forgotten.
Ah, you got a quest as well, do you?
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
Probably.
What else could it be?
Yeah. Bunch of invisible blooming cranes or something, I don't know. Right, let's go. Where is Dion? Where would he be? Should we go chat with Taya as well, maybe? Oh, has what's her face? Have we ended her quest line? Has she finally decided?
All this time, my heart has wandered hither and thither in search of the perfect companion. When all along he was here, standing right beside me.
Asta, I'm sorry. If you'd approached me maybe a little bit earlier in the game, maybe. But I'm spoken for. I'm taken. Oh, yeah. We know who she's talking about. We know who Asta's talking about. Check the infirmary where there are more quests.
Breathe. It'll all be over soon.
Bloody hope so. That was awful. Ugh. Oh! Guess we can't chat to Taya.
Please, Your Grace,
Oh,
stay
Yote.
strong.
Oh, maybe we should do Yote's quest. Phoenix, heal thyself. We're gonna do this one. We're doing this one.
My Lord Marquis.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen.
Yeah.
Though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but...
But
His Grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Taya and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by.
What is
and
it?
Our supplies are almost exhausted.
What am I gonna have to kill?
Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
Of course. He's my bro. I'll do anything for my bro. And plus, I like you, Yota. I'll do anything for you as well. Right. Find the ingredients. Now, yeah, what are we going to have to kill?
for Joshua, anything.
Exactly.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort.
Stonerwort.
It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it. The stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood.
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
Oh, but, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Exactly. It's fine.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
Sounds like a plan. Alright. No problem. I'm sure it'll be dead easy to get. For a dominant like myself. Right, we gotta get Joshua his medicine. Obtain stonerwort near Rosaria's aqueducts. Will do. Oh, hi, Edda.
Thank you, my lord, for taking me in. Everyone here has been so kind. It reminds me of home.
Hey, no worries, no worries. You're mi casa, su casa, whatever people say. Still groaning. That doesn't sound good.
You nearly collapsed back there. Breathe. It's just a touch of the vapors. I'll be fine.
It's just Sin's toxin. I got too close to Sin and, right. I mean, we could chat with Otto as well, but we'll leave that for now. Let's go find some ingredients. And test out our new sword as well. So, yeah, we want to probably be going to the 3 reeds. Yep. That's probably the quickest place to get to. Yeah. I'm going to assume there's going to be something there that's going to attack us. But we got to do it. We got to do it. Oh, it's just me and Torgal now as well. It's just me and Torgal. Oh well. Now, I must admit again, I do miss this area when it was all sunny. You know what I mean? It was beautiful. I really wish. Oh, yeah, it's quite a bit of ether around. Oh, and the enemies are around here have gone a bit mental, haven't they? Yeah, there's no point in attacking them. I'll steer clear if I can. Oh, we still got level 5 Zantetsuken. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't need to fight anything here, really. Across the bridge. But it really does, I know I've mentioned this like a million times, but it really does remind me of FF9. Disc 4 and FF9 is such a, like, I love being on Disc 4 and FF9 because you can do so many things, so much side stuff, but it's all, like, gloomy, and the world map music is different, and it's just way more depressing. So, you know what I mean? Like, I always prefer Disc 3 on FF9 when things are a bit more sunny and, you know what I mean? Why do bad things have to happen in these games?
The aqueduct. Now to find our stone wart. Yote mentioned blood-red petals.
Oh, I'm guessing... Oh, are we just gonna have to be fighting a bunch of, gobbies? Oh, an Akashic Gigas.
My luck.
Oh, that killed all the ads immediately.
I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it.
How did he not hit me then? I don't know. Nice. I've not actually played this in, again, quite a few days. I've just been busy, I've been streaming a lot, and I did a charity stream yesterday, which went really well. Thanks to anyone who turned up for that, by the way. So, yeah, I've just not really had time to do much recording as of late. So I'm slacking on doing some damage to this guy. Why the heck didn't I do a Giga Flare? I don't know. We'll do one now. Bum, bum. He's only level 36. Not a problem. That's the parry I was after. Nice. Might as well get it to level 5 again. Oh! At this point in the game, I really shouldn't be getting hit by some of these attacks. You know what I mean? You just get lazy, though. You just get a little bit lazy sometimes. Right, there we go. Well, that was easy. And here are our ingredients. So, yeah, pretty basic quest so far.
Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive.
Oh, don't say that, Clive.
All right.
Sorted.
That should do it. Let's get these back to Yote.
Let's, although, since we are near Martha's Rest anyway, let's quickly go and see what this Rekindling the Flame is as well, because I'm pretty sure this was one that people mentioned was worth doing. I think. And it gives us a chance to check in on Martha as well. Right, Martha.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
If it ain't too much of a burden. Well, there's a very easy way, actually. I mean, I don't think this exists in this particular universe, but in Final Fantasy, if you want to put more and more people in a smaller space, just cast Mini on him. It's fine. It's no burden.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Yeah?
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened.
You're not kidding.
And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more Guardians of the Flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I very much do.
Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Absolutely, frickin' Wade. Heck yeah. Just like old times, let's do it. Rekindling the flame. Okay. I mean, at least we get to,
All right, Sir Wade. Let's hear your plan.
Have a chat with Wade again. It's been a while.
So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
Yes.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count.
Oh, piece of piss.
And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic.
Oh, yeah.
A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
You can and you will.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Okay. they do... They, for something that could have just been a few sentences, they do tend to waffle on a bit, like, I know, we know what we're doing, just let me go and do it. But yeah, let's go free Eastpool, and hopefully, I'm gonna sign up a petition to have it renamed to Weastpool. I think that's what they would have wanted. That's what they would have wanted. Right, so they're going to deal with the Akashic. I just got to kill some bandits. Is it going to be that simple? Don't know, because I could have done this quest ages ago, so maybe it will be. Maybe it won't be too bad. But, yeah, we'll just do this one. Oh my god, Ambrosia, I forgot you look so freaking regal. Let's go. Oh, and can we just say as well, yeah, those towers, that was one that was in Twinside, wasn't it, that ended up creating the crystal, right? Is that my understanding? Am I correct? I don't know. Could be wrong. I'm stuck. I'm stuck on a barricade. Oh. Death blossoms that haven't been affected by the ether, and one that has. Oh, we got some fallen enemies as well. Just ignore them for now. There's really no point fighting them. We've got some bombs. I mean, I could have probably just... I could have totally just fast traveled. You know what? We could have just fast traveled there. I forgot there was an obelisk here. Whoops. Whoops-a-daisy. Right. Let's kick these bastards out of Eastpool. Alright, chaps. I mean, you gotta wonder, like, if these guys not having to deal with the Akashic as well? Like, surely they would... The Akashic would attack them too. I think I bloody can just walk here. Oh, why am I missing two of them? Also, how did I trigger that from behind the wall? Oh, what? Sorry, Clive, I interrupted your very threatening threats there, but must kill these bloomin' healers. Ow, rude. Yeah, it's not going to be that simple. No, it's not, Clive. Oh, what? Okay. Two scoops. Two scoops. Ow. Two scoops. Right, let's see if I can, oh, take unnecessary hits. I do enjoy fighting the Flans. These have got to be the coolest Flans in the whole series, just in terms of moveset. There we go. Yeah, do seem to parry them quite often, don't we? Yeah, that's pretty easy to dodge. And you're staggered. It seems like a bit of a waste to, oh, balls. It's a limit break on this thing, but... Bloody hell, that is just so powerful. I love Zantetsuken. Two scoops.
It's over.
It's over. Okay. Nice and easy. Again, probably because we could have done this way earlier in the game, but that's alright. Yeah, look at that XP. Terrible. Terrible.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
Thanks.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for Akashic.
Yeah, what the heck?
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Thanks for the help, then.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Okay. Sometime later, so Eastpool is not going to be quite so bandit-ridden and... well, depressing.
Without masters.
No. We're the masters now.
Yes.
Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them, and not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Yeah.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Oscar was Rodney's son, wasn't he? Yeah.
Eastpool is in safe hands. Time to go and tell Martha the good news.
Excellent.
First things first, we'll need to get a few of these roofs seen to. Wouldn't want to be caught in a storm without any shelter.
Definitely not. I'm sure you will do a fine job, Wade. A fine job. Guardian of the Flame.
I'd better get this well back in working order. If we're gonna live here, we'll need something to drink.
If not, just nip to Martha's Rest and get a few pints. Right, let's just go straight there, hand in this quest, then go back to the Hideaway, hand in that quest, and then we'll probably call it a video, I'd say. Unless something else pops up that demands my attention. But yeah, both of those side quests were pretty simple, to be honest.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
Weastpool.
What else? Eastpool.
No.
Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
No, the people in the comments badgered me to, Martha. I wasn't going to do it. We did though. We did it, and yeah, honestly, it wasn't that great of a side quest. I thought maybe that. Maybe I don't know. It was fine. It was okay. And we'll head back to the Hideaway. A new quest is available nearby. Oh, Martha's got another quest. Rekindling the Flame 2. Dude, I'm not doing all of these. I want to finish the story. But we'll go hand in this other one. We will do these again once we've beaten the game, and I can just like stream a bunch of them because yeah, there's a lot, man. There's a lot. Right, to the Hideaway. And I don't know, are we going to have enough renown for any more rewards if we hand these in? I mean, that's another reason to do these side quests, is so we can get all the renown rewards, but I don't know. Can't remember what the next one is. There's just so many goddamn side quests.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Wait, why am I going to talk to you? Where am I? No, hang on. Why did I make a beeline for Goat or whatever his name is? Where's the infirmary? Here we go. Yota. I got the ingredients. Which, you know, thankfully it wasn't like, yeah, I need you to bring me 17 behemoth bollocks. It was just some quite easily picked up flowers or whatever it was.
Yote, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
I mean, it's a very good point. You know, doing stuff for others is great, but you gotta still look after yourself as well. I think we can all learn something from that. Right, there we go. Okay, that was a good bit of XP. A little bit more renown, and 500 ability points. Which I have a lot of ability points, but I just don't really need to spend any of them right now. Because there's not really much point in me mastering any of my current abilities, because I'm not, you know, I'm pretty happy with the icons that I'm using. I don't think there's anything else we could upgrade. Because, yeah. And that's one thing I will say, like, I wish there was more tiers to the upgrades of the skills. Because, like, you upgrade them, like, twice and then that's it. The third one is just to master it and equip it on anything else. So, that would have been cool. But, yeah, we're pretty much not really in need of anything else right now. Everything is pretty much upgraded just the way I want it. Yeah, Heaven's Cloud is. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Right. Okay, so we've done some side quests, guys, but I think next time we are probably just going to head to the end game. And then once we finish that up, there'll be a bunch of bonus episodes where I'll be doing as many of the side quests as I can. I want to at least get all the hunts done, because I know there's more of those. And, you know, some of these side quests, you just never know. Some of them have really cool character stuff, so we're going to try and do them all. But next time, we're heading to the Origin. Oh, I can't quite see it from here. It was hiding. There it is. We're going to go do that. Which means, yeah, back to the world map. So, thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Doesn't really feel like we did much, to be honest. Wasn't like any really epic fights or anything, but I hope it was worth watching. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Right, we'll try and get to level 5, and then I'll save it for when he's staggered, because he's nearly staggered. Ooh, okay, get ready. Haha! Did it this time, you bastard.